Prepare to be amazed by how incredibly tender chicken can be. We start with 3 fillets. Using a sharp knife, make gentle crosshatch cuts on the surface. Be very careful to keep the bottom intact so the juices stay inside. Lay out the chicken fillets evenly. Sprinkle them with a good pinch of salt. And top with freshly ground black pepper. Take a moment to gently rub the spices into the meat with your hands. This simple touch helps the flavors truly bond with the chicken. Now, let's head over to the stove. Pour about 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a warm pan and immediately add some butter. Using both oils is a wonderful culinary trick. It allows us to get that deep, buttery flavor without any bitter burnt smoke. Once it melts, gently lay down the chicken breasts. While our chicken gets that beautiful golden crust, let's prepare the mushrooms. I cut them in half first, and then into neat, even slices. A quick tip for you: try wiping your mushrooms with a damp paper towel instead of washing them. This way, they won't absorb excess water and will brown perfectly. Continue exactly like this until all of your mushrooms are beautifully sliced and ready. Let's return to the stove. For this next step, we will need a fresh, separate pan. Pour in 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, let it heat up for a moment, and then gently add all of our sliced mushrooms. It is time to add some wonderful aromatics to our dish. Take a large onion and carefully dice it into very fine pieces. Taking your time to chop it finely is highly recommended. Because we are making a delicate, creamy sauce later, these tiny pieces will practically melt into the dish, leaving behind a rich flavor without any harsh crunch. Let's give our mushrooms a good stir. They are starting to look beautiful. Now, go ahead and add that finely chopped onion right into the pan. Mix everything together well. You might notice the pan looking a bit dry. Mushrooms are like little sponges and absorb oil quickly. So feel free to drizzle in just a little more olive oil. This will help the onions soften perfectly and release their natural sweetness without burning. Now add 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. Now it is time for our garlic. We have 5 cloves here, and we are going to finely chop each one by hand. You might wonder why we are not just using a garlic press. For a delicate, creamy sauce like ours, hand chopping is always the better choice. A press crushes the fibers too harshly, making the garlic flavor aggressively sharp. Chopping it finely with a knife gives us a much sweeter, milder, and more elegant taste that respects the other ingredients. Now, send all of that finely chopped garlic straight into the pan with our mushrooms and onions. The aroma in your kitchen will be absolutely incredible within seconds. Let's not forget about our chicken. It has developed a beautiful golden crust on the bottom, so it is the perfect time to carefully flip it over. Let's return to our sauce. Pour in 1 cup of heavy cream. And give it a very gentle stir, making sure to blend it with our golden mushrooms and aromatics. Now, add a good pinch of salt and a touch of freshly ground black pepper. Mix everything together once more. We are going to let this simmer gently for just a little while. This allows the cream to thicken slightly and absorb all those magnificent flavors from the garlic and onions. Now, let's take a piece of Parmesan cheese and grate about half a cup. I highly recommend using the fine side of your grater. This ensures the cheese will melt instantly into our hot sauce, making it perfectly smooth and velvety. Now, sprinkle all of that finely grated Parmesan directly into our simmering pan. Stir everything together thoroughly. A quick tip for you: always make sure your heat is on low when adding cheese. This prevents it from separating and guarantees a perfectly smooth, rich sauce. By this time, our chicken is perfectly cooked through and has a magnificent golden crust. Let's carefully remove it from the pan and set it aside on a plate. Letting the meat rest for a few minutes is crucial. It helps keep all those delicious juices locked inside. And let us not forget about our delicate sauce. Keep stirring it gently to ensure it stays perfectly smooth. To perfectly balance the richness of our creamy sauce, we need a final touch of fresh herbs. Take a small handful of fresh parsley. My advice is to carefully pick off the leaves and discard any thick, heavy stems. Those stems simply do not belong in our elegant dish. Gather the tender leaves together and chop them up into small pieces. Take your time. This simple addition of fresh, bright green herbs will beautifully elevate the flavor of our entire chicken recipe. Now, gently stir the freshly chopped parsley into our simmering sauce. Once it is beautifully mixed, turn off the heat immediately. Adding fresh herbs at the very end is crucial. It perfectly preserves their bright color and delicate fresh flavor. Now it is time to prepare our elegant side dish. For this, we will need another clean frying pan. Heat it up and add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, followed by 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. Take a small, beautiful bunch of fresh asparagus and place it into the sizzling pan. A quick tip for you: before cooking, always make sure to remove the woody bottom ends of the asparagus. You can simply bend the spear until it naturally snaps at the right place. Now, let's gently turn the asparagus with our tongs, making sure it sears beautifully and evenly on all sides. Now it is time to serve. Let us carefully place 1 perfectly golden chicken breast onto the plate. Arrange a few spears of our beautiful roasted asparagus alongside it. To finish, drizzle a couple of generous spoonfuls of that luxurious creamy sauce right over the chicken. Just take a moment to admire this beautiful dish from every angle. Look at how the rich, velvety mushroom sauce gently blankets the golden chicken. The vibrant green asparagus adds such a wonderful splash of color. I only wish I could share this incredible aroma with you through the screen. It is time to taste our creation. See how the rich sauce hugs this perfect, tender bite. It simply melts in the mouth, leaving a wonderful, warm aftertaste. It has been a true pleasure sharing this recipe with you. Wishing you a delicious dinner, and goodbye for now.